Hello teacher, my presentation topic is cross-site scripting attacks. Overview of cross-site scripting attacks. What is XSS? Cross-site scripting is a type of vulnerability in which a web application allows an attacker to inject malicious commands into a web page viewed by other users. These commands can be executed in the victim's browser, leading to a variety of potential attacks. XSS is a significant threat to web applications and users and can appear in various forms. Second one, how XSS attacks work. And third one, the dangers of XSS attacks. How XSS attacks work. This example is, I won't explain, but no enough time. First one is injection point identification. Second one, script injection, user interaction, script execution, data or malicious actions, and persistence for storage access is exfiltration of stolen data. And the danger of XSS attacks. The danger associated with XSS attacks: unauthorized access and account hijacking, data theft and exfiltration, malicious actions on behalf of users, phishing attacks derived by downloads. To mitigate these dangers, developers must prioritize secure coding practices, implement input validation and output encoding, and stay informed about the latest security vulnerabilities and best practice. Regular security audits, penetration testing, and the adoption of security mechanisms like content security policy are essential for protection against XSS attacks. The main types of XSS attacks. First one is storage XSS. In this type of attacks, the malicious script is permanently stored on the target server, typically in a database. When a user requests the compromised web page, the server delivers the malicious script along with the regular content executing in the victim's browser. Second one is reflected XSS. In the malicious script is embedded in a URL or some other input, and it is then reflected off a web browser to the victim. This often occurs when an application does not properly validate or sanitize user input. The victim unknowingly validate or sanitize user input. The victim unknowingly executes the malicious script by clicking on a crafted link. Third one is DOM-based XSS. This type of XSS occurs when the client-side script manipulates the document object model of a web page, leading to the execution of malicious code. The entire attack takes place within the victim's browser, and the server might not be directly involved. And then common vulnerabilities that lead to XSS attacks. Lack of input validation. Input validation is the process of checking user-provided data against certain criteria to ensure that it meets the expected format, length, and type before it is processed by a web application. And then improper output encoding. Output encoding is the process of converting potentially dangerous characters within user-generated content into their corresponding HTML entities or other safe representation before rendering them in a web page. And preventing and mitigating XSS attacks. Input validation, preventing; output encoding, preventing. I explained these ones. Content security policy, headers, mitigating, if not already implemented for prevention. Consider implementing CSP headers even after an application is deployed. CSP headers can provide an additional layer of protection by restricting restricting the execution of scripts and other resources. In conclusion, cross-site scripting attacks represent a pervasive and persistent threat to the security of web applications, exploiting vulnerabilities in input validation and output encoding. Attackers inject malicious scripts into a web page, jeopardizing user data, session integrity, and overall application trustworthiness. These scripts can lead to a range of consequences, from authorized access and data theft to the execution of harmful actions on behalf of users. Thank you for listening, teacher.